Hello lovely creatures, new moon in Capricorn time. And of course Capricorns are amazing. Yes, it's my birthday month. New moon in Capricorn, first new moon of the year, well, of the Gregorian calendar, which means in 1 month we are heading for the next new moon, and that new moon begins the first eclipse portal of the year. On that new moon is also the Chinese astrological new year, which, as many of you have probably been hearing, is the year of the fire horse, which only comes around every 60 years. It is interesting because we are still in this tail end, thinking of Chinese astrology, we're still in that tail end of the snake, the year of the wood snake. So it is the shedding of that last little bit on the tip of the tail, which is interesting because, well, for many reasons it's interesting, but I pulled an oracle card and some tarot. The oracle card I pulled is called the Lizard and Pitcher Plant, representing stagnation. I mean, look at that beautiful lizard. It's a bit salamander-like, really, I think. Anyway, there's also this element of fire in the pitcher plant, it looks like to me. The pitcher plant is one of those plants that traps its prey, and the lizard is an animal representative of transformation and change and death and rebirth. They sometimes get their tails caught in the pitcher plant, but of course, as we know, lizards regrow their tails. But so we're at the end of the snake year, the tail is being shed. You can drop that tail, you can regrow it, but it will always be a little bit different. There's something quite lovely and unique about that, I think. The question that the card begs is, what can I drop in order to feel like I'm moving forward again? I pulled 3 cards here as well. The first was, what can I leave behind? And we have the 10 of challenges in this card, it's called, which is the 10 of swords. Very much a powerful one to be leaving behind. The 10 of swords, for some of you may recognize it from the original deck as the 10 swords in your back. And I always think it's such a powerful card in terms of really just allowing the wound to bleed out and heal. It's a type of death and rebirth here. And because challenges is, the swords is connected to the mind and how we think and our problem solving and solutions to things and so on. And it's also very easy to get caught in old thought patterns that then can control our bodies. Also, overwhelm and overthinking, which is not necessarily a wrong thing to be doing. It's just that it's a pattern we get caught in that is difficult to spiral out of. So this is the letting go of that, and actually allowing that bleed out, if you like. And I love that the horse is in this deck because it has that feeling of the horse feels heavy. It's trying to sort of match the energy in order to work it out and heal as well. So there's this sort of, we know horses are so powerful in that regard. They really feel our energy so strongly and sort of waiting for us to shift so that they can shift and shake out of it as well. It's like that shaking the tail free. Then we have, what's the energy of the seed that you're planting? New moons are about planting new seeds, new intentions. I know that there's been a lot going on in the world for January already. But on top of that, there has actually been a lot of astrological shifts and major things helping us to release. Anyway, new moon, planting seeds. What seed are you planting is a question for yourself, but what is the energy that you can hold to maintain that, to hold that seed in place? There's a lot of astrology talking as well at the moment about, it's a slow time. Focus on what you can see, what you can do, what you can feel. 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, but don't overcrowd. Don't let the overwhelm from this 10 of swords energy take over and prevent you from taking care of this little bean, this little magic bean. And we have the Empress. I mean, couldn't be more perfect. All about that goddess energy, that fertility, like, fertilizing the seed, holding energy for the seed, giving life, giving hope, love. I also pulled a card about hope because I feel like it's very easy for us all to just lose hope in this time. There is revolution going on all around us. And I feel like a lot of us are probably looking for revolutions in our own lives, and focusing on that as well is also allowed and healthy, because that allows us to have the energy to bring forward the revolutions that we want, the bigger ones around us and in the world. It's a bit like that whole oxygen mask concept, you know, put your own mask on before you help somebody else. That doesn't mean you're not aware of what's going on around you. It's okay. It's okay to go, right, can I breathe? Yes, now I can see what's happening. The interesting card that came up about how to keep hope, how to maintain hope through the planting of the seed, through the removal of, you know, old wounds, knowing that the tale rebuilds, is the Four of Pentacles, Four of Boons in this deck. Now, the Four of Pentacles often has a bit of a connotation of being like, you know, we can hold on too tight and become greedy, and the thing that we're trying to grow doesn't have room to grow because we're hiding it from the world, or hiding it, you know, it's being locked away, you know, throw away the key, it's locked away in a beautiful magical chest, but no, you're not looking at it or using it or sharing it. But it can also have a very, very strong energy of, what have you got right now? How do you look after it? And it's okay to just sit with it for a moment, not sitting on it and hiding it away forever, but it's very important to pay attention obviously to that on some level, but it's okay to look at what you've built and what you have and just sit with it for a moment. I feel like it's sort of part of that seed planting. There needs to be a moment when you plant a seed to actually give it space, to protect it so that it grows until it's stronger to blow in the wind. So maybe it's also a warning not to shut down, and to make sure we do still pay attention to what's around us, but it is okay to look at your own home, your own house, your own body, your own internal emotional world, and to take care of that. And maybe it's the time you need to regrow your snipped tail. Happy new moon. Happy birthday to me. And I'll see you all anon. And of course, happy birthday to all Capricorns, my sea goat friends. And remember, you can always book a reading with me. Just head to visobelblack.com and head to the tarot section. There have been some updates over on yonder homepage, so it's even easier to book with me from anywhere in the worldosphere. Happy new moon. I'll see you soon.